Welcome back, executives, to your Leadership Edge briefing for June. It's Grace Say. Last month on Growth with Grace, we tackled the strategic levers of May: mindset, agility, and yield. And as we hit the medium mark, it's crucial to refine our focus, our execution, and alignment. This month, our acronym is June, J.U.N.E. And you know, my birthday is June. So keep the gifts coming. So it means judgment, unity, navigation, and empowerment. These aren't just skills, they are critical capabilities for driving results and building high-performing organizations in the second half of the year. Let's begin with J. J stands for judgment, specifically strategic decision-making. At the executive level, judgment is about more than being right or wrong. It's the ability to make wise, timely decisions under conditions of ambiguity, complexity, and incomplete information. It involves synthesizing data, leveraging experience and intuition, considering ethical implications, weighing competing priorities, assessing risk accurately, and understanding the second and third order consequences of choices. Sound strategic judgment is often what differentiates effective senior leaders. Now, let's consider a situation where market data is conflicting about a potential new product launch. One leader, relying purely on past patterns, might hesitate indefinitely. Another, reacting solely to one vocal customer, might rush in unprepared. A leader with strong strategic judgment would actively seek diverse data points, consult key stakeholders, model different scenarios, including downside risk, consider alignment with long-term strategy, and make a recent call, perhaps starting with a pilot or phased rollout, acknowledging uncertainty, but still moving forward decisively. Think of leaders known for calm, clear thinking during crisis. So a couple of tips here. Seek cognitive diversity. Intentionally surround yourself with people who think differently and challenge your assumptions before making key decisions. Differentiate urgent versus important. Don't let immediate pressure crowd your deliberate thought or truly strategic choices. Practice pre-mortems. Yes, before finalizing a major decision, ask, imagine this fails spectacularly a year from now. What could have caused that? Next, you want to clarify decision criteria. Be explicit about the factors driving a decision and the relative weight. Next, reflect post-decision. Regularly analyze past decisions. What worked, what didn't, and why. As Peter Drucker highlighted, effective executives know that decision-making is not about consensus. It is about making the right choice. Even if it's unpopular, sound judgment underpins those right choices. Your action this week. Choose one significant decision you've made recently. Spend about 15 minutes reflecting. What information was most critical? Whose perspective was most valuable? What cognitive biases might have influenced you? Document one key learning. Next is U. U is for unity, which translates to driving alignment and cohesion across the organization of your area of responsibility. At the senior level, unity isn't just about everyone getting along. It's about ensuring strategic alignment, shared understanding of priorities, and focused collaborative efforts towards common objectives. It means breaking down silos, fostering a sense of shared purpose, and ensuring that different teams and functions are pulling in the same direction, minimizing friction and maximizing collective impacts. Now, let's imagine launching a major digital transformation initiative. Success hinges on marketing, sales, IT, operations, and HR all being aligned. A leader skilled in driving unity ensures there is a clear shared vision, well-defined interdependencies, common metrics for success, regular cross-functional communication forums, and mechanisms for resolving conflict constructively. Without this deliberate effort towards unity, such initiatives often stall due to competing priorities, misunderstandings, or lack of buy-in. So a couple of tips here. Over-communicate the vision and strategy. Oh yes. Ensure clarity cascades down and across the organization and consistently. Use multiple channels. Establish shared goals and metrics. Ensure objectives align vertically, horizontally. What gets measured and rewarded together gets done together. That's just the way it is. Next, you want to facilitate cross-functional collaboration. Create structures and processes that require teams to work together on strategic priorities. Model collaborative behavior. You are the leader. Demonstrate respect for other functions and actively seek integrated solutions. Next, you want to address misalignment swiftly. Don't let silos or conflicting agendas fester. Tackle them directly and transparently. The great Andrew Carnegie famously said, "Teamwork is the ability to work together toward a common vision, the ability to direct individual accomplishments towards organizational objectives. It is the fuel that allows common people to attain uncommon results. Unity is that fuel." Your action this week: identify one key strategic priority for H2 2025. Ask yourself, where is the greatest potential for misalignment or lack of cohesion across teams that are involved in this situation? Schedule one conversation this week aimed at strengthening that alignment. N is for navigation, specifically leading through complexity and change. Executives operate in environments characterized by volatility, uncertainty, complex interdependencies, and constant change. Yes, you know it already. Walker. Effective navigation involves steering the organization through this turbulence, maintaining focus on strategic direction while adapting to the changing landscapes, anticipating obstacles, managing ambiguity, and providing stability and clarity for teams. It's about being the steady hand on the helm, even in the stormy seas. Think about navigating a significant industry disruption. For example, new technology, regulatory shifts, unexpected competitor move. Look at what's happening today in the world. Straight tariffs and all that, trade wars. A skilled navigator doesn't just react. They actively scan the horizon, interpret weak signals, communicate transparently about the challenges and the plan, even if evolving, make necessary course corrections proactively, and instill confidence in the team's ability to adapt and succeed. They provide a North Star even when the immediate path is unclear. So a couple of tips here. 1. Develop strong sensing mechanisms. Build robust channels for gathering market intelligence, customer feedback, and internal insights. Next, you want to maintain strategic clarity. Continuously reinforce the core mission and strategic priorities amidst all the noise. You want to build an adaptive capacity. Design plans and structures that allow for flexibility and adjustment rather than rigid adherence. Communicate transparently and frequently, especially during change like we are having today. Keep your people informed about what you know, what you don't know, and the path forward. And finally, foster resilience as personal organization. Equip yourself and your teams to handle setbacks and uncertainty. While often misattributed solely to Darwin, the essence holds true for business. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent. It's the one most adaptable to change. Navigation is about enabling that adaptability. Your action this week: identify the biggest source of complexity or uncertainty your team or your organization is currently facing. Ask, what is one thing we could do better to navigate this? For example, improve information flow, clarify the roles, run a scenario planning exercise. Finally, E is for empowerment, meaning scaling your impact through others. As leaders ascend, their direct contribution becomes less about doing and more about enabling. Empowerment is the deliberate act of granting authority, providing resources and support, fostering capability, and building trust so that others can take ownership, make decisions, and drive results autonomously within defined boundaries. True empowerment unlocks discretionary effort, accelerates execution, develops future leaders, and significantly scales your own leadership impact. Now let's consider two VPs launching new regional teams. VP A micromanages every detail, requires constant approval, and centralizes decision-making. Result: bottlenecks, frustrated team leads, slow progress. VP B sets clear goals and guardrails, ensures the team leads have the necessary resources and training, trusts them to make operational decisions, coaches them through challenges, and celebrates their successes. What's the result? Faster execution, higher engagement, developing leaders, and VB has more capacity for strategic work. So a tip for empowerment here: define decision rights clearly. Be explicit about who owns which decisions. Ambiguity hinders empowerment. Secondly, provide resources and remove obstacles. Ensure empowered individuals have the tools, the budget, information, and support that they need. Next, set clear expectations and boundaries. Empowerment thrives within a framework of clear goals, values, and non-negotiables. Coach, just don't direct. Shift from telling people what to do to helping them think through how to achieve their objectives. I've been running a program called Coaching for High Performance. We are training leaders how to coach within their teams. It's not all about telling them what to do, but you can put on your coaching hat and you'll see the results. Tolerate calculated risks and mistakes. Create a culture where people feel safe to act and learn, understanding that not every decision will be perfect. Former President of the United States, Ronald Reagan, aptly put it: surround yourself with the best people you can find, delegate authority, and don't interfere as long as the policy you have decided upon is being carried out. That's the essence of empowerment. Your action this week: identify one task or decision area you currently hold on tightly. Ask, who on my team has the potential to own this? Have a conversation this week about what it will take: support, training, clarity, for them to take it on effectively. There you have it, your J.U.N.E Leadership Accelerator. Sharpening your strategic judgment, driving unity and alignment, improving your navigation through complexity, and scaling your impact through empowerment. As we move into the second half of the year, mastering these capabilities is paramount. So I'm going to ask you, which of these J.U.N.E elements feels most critical for your focus right now? Please share your thoughts in the comments and the YouTube video. What's your biggest challenge or opportunity related to judgment, unity, navigation, or empowerment? I'm sure I can help you out there. And if this session today provided value for you, I would love for you to like it, share, and give us your feedback so that we can continue to serve you in the best way possible. Thanks for investing in your leadership. Go make a significant impact this June, and I will connect with you again next month. Until I see you next time, come along and grow with grace.